What is a better buy, Facebook stock or Tesla stock? That is what we're talking about here today, guys. This is going to be a fun one. So many people over the past few months have thought about buying shares in Tesla or have thought about buying shares in Facebook, mainly because these two stocks have been in the news a lot. Facebook dropped huge after earnings. It was a huge opportunity for people out there. And then Tesla shot up after earnings. And a lot of people are looking at these two companies with everything going on, and they have either contemplated buying one of these stocks or they have actually done so. I've, in the past, what is it, 2 weeks now, have bought Tesla shares and have bought Facebook shares. So I kind of want to give you the viewpoints on 6 different categories. We'll go through and I'll kind of give you my opinion on each of those. Which stock is a safer stock? Which stock has a better CEO? Which stock has a better team around them, okay? Which one's a more disruptive company? We're also going to talk about the game, as far as what company could pull off a game changer type buyout of another company that could, help their business propel in a massive way. And then the last category, which might be the most fun one, which stock has the most upside potential that if everything goes great for that company over the next 5 to 10 years, what type of, potential is it as far as the stock gain on it, guys? So I hope you really enjoy this. By the way, let me know in that comment section if you own either one of these stocks or if you're thinking about buying either one of these stocks. I would love to hear from you guys, as always, down there in that comment section. Make sure you follow me on Instagram if you have not already. So let's get into this, guys. The first category is safer, okay? Whenever you go into making any investment, you got to think about risk versus reward. So in this category, you got to think about it. Tesla's in a position where they do have some cash still left on that balance sheet, but they got a lot of debt on that balance sheet still, and they're losing tons of money, okay? Facebook, on the other hand, has well over $40 billion in cash just sitting on their balance sheet right now. No debt, massively profitable. This one's not even a close comparison, okay? Never mind that. Tesla's mainly thought about as a car company right now. Do they have an energy business? Yes, but we're not even sure if that's going to be profitable. Whereas Facebook, on the other hand, has these ridiculous profit engines of the Facebook platform, Instagram platform. They have all these other platforms that have tons of users that they have hardly even tapped yet, like Messenger, WhatsApp, and whatnot. It's not even a close comparison between these two, okay? Facebook is winning that category without question, guys. It's really not even a comparison between the two, which is very important because, like I said, whenever you go into an investment, you got to think about, what is my risk? You can't just think about the upside. You got to also think, what's my risk with that investment, okay? Which company has a better CEO? Now, this one's going to be very controversial. I love Elon Musk. I really do. I think that guy is definitely a visionary. I think he's pulling off some amazing things. I think to get Tesla to where it's at now, it's a very impressive feat, okay? However, I do not put him above Mark Zuckerberg, okay? I know Mark Zuckerberg gets a lot of hate, but this guy created a social media platform that has over 1.4 billion people on it, all right? Then he goes and buys Instagram for $1 billion 4 or 5 years ago and makes that into a company that's now worth over $100 billion. How many CEOs have been able to go buy another company and get 100x return on that investment within, a 4 or 5 year span? I can't think of many, okay, guys? This guy then goes buys WhatsApp for $19 billion. That's, worth a lot more than $19 billion now, all right? They got well over 1 billion plus users on there. So when I think of best CEO, and never mind that, Zuckerberg's built his company much bigger. We're talking about, it's nearly, it's somewhere around 8 to 10 times the size of Tesla. Obviously, the company's massively profitable, all those type of things. So when I look at it, I like Elon Musk a lot. I really do. I think he is a good CEO. Does he screw up from time to time? Absolutely. Has Zuckerberg screwed up? Maybe not in the same ways. Maybe Zuckerberg screwed up more behind the scenes, but at the end of the day, who's a better CEO? In my opinion, it's the Zuck, okay? Mr. Zuckerberg. So, Instagram alone, what he's done with Facebook, starting that company out of his dorm room and to grow it to what it was, and then buying Instagram for $1 billion. Like, think of all the other companies that could have bought Instagram for $1 billion. They just didn't have the vision for it. He had the vision for it. Now if that was a standalone company, it'd be worth over $100 billion, guys. And they just bought it 4 or 5 years ago. It's unreal what he's been able to do there. Better team. So this one, in my opinion, Tesla has a pretty good team around them. Elon Musk has a pretty good team around him, but he doesn't have, if you're considering him Michael Jordan, he has no Scottie Pippen there, okay? He's got some pretty talented people and whatnot, but Zuckerberg has Sheryl Sandberg. Sheryl Sandberg could run any company in the world, in my opinion. She could run Apple, she could run Facebook, she could run Amazon, Microsoft. It doesn't matter. She could run those companies successfully. Google, she's an amazing second hand, okay? Zuckerberg's also a great CEO for bringing her in very early on. In my opinion, she's the most talented number 2 probably in the world, okay? She's probably the most talented number 2, meaning the second in rank at a company, probably of any public company out there, all right, guys? So better team, got to get it to Facebook once again. Like I said, Tesla has some good people, but they don't have Sheryl Sandberg, okay? We're talking about different levels to this game, okay? Different levels. That's Scottie Pippen over there. More disruptive. Which company is a more disruptive company? So I would love to give this one to Facebook, but I can't give this one to Facebook. Facebook is very disruptive, okay? They've completely changed the online space in general, with social media. And you think about some of the apps or websites we spend the most amount of time on as humans, they're Facebook apps, okay? They're Facebook platforms. What they've been able to do is amazing. They've changed the entire advertising industry, okay? From a TV and radio-based model to now social media-based model, all right? They've fundamentally changed a lot of things. They're doing some disruptive things in VR. Very disruptive company. One of the top 10 most disruptive companies over the past, let's say, 2 decades. It's unbelievable what they've been able to pull off. However, I got to put Tesla above them because Tesla is changing 2 huge industries that haven't been changed in 100 years, okay? We're talking about the automobile industry from being, internal combustion engines to electric vehicles. And then on top of that, we're talking about they're going to potentially change the entire energy system, okay? With solar roofs, with the storage products and battery packs that can go in people's garages and whatnot. It's amazing what that company has been able to do, as far as disruptive already and what they're pushing forward. And it's not just the fact that they're pushing their company forward, they're forcing every single company to try to keep up with them, okay? Every single ICE automaker out there right now is trying to keep up with Tesla and trying to focus on oh man, we need to get on this electric wave, man. We better get on this now, okay? They're fundamentally changing some huge industries that haven't been changed in 100 plus years. And so for that reason, I got to give the more disruptive category to Tesla. Although once again, Facebook has done some amazing things, the way they've disrupted the advertising industry and just the way us as humans interact with the internet and whatnot. So, more disruptive, I'm giving it to Tesla. Game changer buyout. Who's the potential to do a game changer type buyout? Without question, once again, this one is Facebook. This isn't even a close one, okay? Basically, the situation we have is Tesla basically has only enough money to keep themselves going right now, okay? They're just focused on themselves. Facebook, on the other hand, they got 40 plus billion on that balance sheet. Within the next quarter or two, that will be up over $60 billion. So 60 billion just sitting in cash. They could buy out, 98+% of companies out there if they want to, okay? And it made sense for them to do it. And also, it's a company that's proven that they could have a transformative buyout when they bought Instagram, when they bought WhatsApp and whatnot. Facebook would be a very different company. If we only thought about Facebook as just a Facebook platform, it would not have the valuation it has on it, guys. It would have at least $200 billion in valuation chopped off. It would probably be around a $300 billion market cap rather than somewhere around a $500 billion market cap where it's at now. So that's something to think about there. It's not even close. It's Facebook. And more upside. Everybody loves upside. So which stock has more potential to go up more, let's say over the next decade, okay? Here's my views on it. Facebook, they have a lot more room to enable monetization, not just on Facebook platform, but mainly I'm talking about Instagram, and then WhatsApp and Messenger are gonna be huge things for the company in the future over the next 5-10 years, okay? So with that being said, I can see Facebook as being a 2 or 3 bagger over let's say the next decade, okay? So I can see, Facebook being somewhere around a 2 to 3x. As long as they, execute on everything they do, you could probably make 2 to 3 times your money over the next, 5 to 10 years. Tesla on the upside, on the other side, wins the category overall because Tesla has a chance to 10x this company if they execute and they pull off all the things I believe they have the potential to pull off, okay? Meaning they get massive amounts of market share. We're talking an iPhone-esque market share in North America, okay? So we're talking about around 50% market share. I think Tesla has a great opportunity. They pull that off and they also, expand around the world. They get market share around the world. They don't have to win around the world, okay? They can just get 10% of this market. Imagine 10% or 15% of China long term in some of those markets like Apple's been able to do. I think that's this type of company. Then you look on the energy side, what this company is going to be able to do over the next decade is really phenomenal. So the way I see Tesla, I think this could be a 10-bagger over the next 10 years. Whereas Facebook, I definitely see some good upside there, but it's really only about a 2 to 3-bagger in my opinion as far as the upside Facebook has. So Tesla does win that category. So when you look at this, okay, you're going to see Tesla win 2 categories, more upside and more disruptive company. You're going to see Facebook win 4 categories, game changer buyout, better team around him, better CEO, and safer. So when you look at this, you kind of view it 2 ways, okay? If you're looking for more speculative play that has more upside, then Tesla's probably your way to go, okay? However, if you're looking for my safety over the next 5 to 10 years, if I put money in it, don't look at the stock for the next 5 to 10 years. Which one's going to have less risk involved and is probably going to be higher? It's probably going to be Facebook at the end of the day, okay? So the way I view it, it just depends on which one you're looking for. So which is why I bought Tesla as my speculative stock, and then I bought some Facebook shares recently as just kind of another stock to have that if I need a lower cost basis on. I bought the original shares. I think it was around 173 or 174, somewhere around there. But if it goes, let's say it goes into the 160s, 150s, I'll lower cost basis on that. Whereas Tesla, I won't. I just bought Tesla as my spec stock. The 18,000 or whatever, I'm holding that in Tesla stock for the next 5 to 10 years. We'll see where that's at. So it's a different philosophy there. So it really depends on which route you want to go. You want to go more upside potential, or you want to go with more risk, or do you want to go with, something that's a safer, more sure bet over the next 5 to 10 years that you could stuff in the filing cabinet, not even look at it, guys. So anyways, let me know what your guys' opinion down there in that comment section is. I would love to hear from you guys. Do you think Facebook's a better buy? Tesla stock's a better buy? I would love to hear from you guys as always. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.